We're back in the public domain vault with Eric, Salvia Erik, Big Money from Internet Comment Etiquette. We're going to watch some marijuana films today. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
We're watching...
It better be pro-marijuana.
Well, here's the thing.
DuPont came in and they stole the hemp market.
Yeah.
Marijuana, with an H, is a Mexican mind-melting drug that they're shoving across the border, sticking into jazz clubs to make women loose and men violent.
Yes.
And
if you haven't already assumed by the title and Elliot's description, we're watching the quintessential public domain film, Reefer Madness.
I've never seen this. Have you guys seen this?
It sounds positive to me.
I tried to watch it when I was smoking a ton of weed when I was younger, and it just ended up being boring and sad.
Oh, well,
that's not a good...
That bodes well for this internet show.
Doesn't sound great.
Tune out now.
So what year was this made in?
This was made in 1936. It's a 1936 American propaganda film revolving around the melodramatic events that ensue when high school students, which I can already
look
assume
like they're 50.
They're 50 years old, are lured by pushers to try marijuana. From a hit-and-run accident to manslaughter, suicide, attempted rape, hallucinations, and descent into madness due to marijuana addiction.
Man. It hits so close to home.
Yeah, as we all know, whenever you smoke one marijuana, you turn into... Well, there's two things. You can either turn into a serial killer or a couch.
See, this is why people go to war. Because, like, before we entered World War II, it was just like, we need to find a new fucking problem. Marijuana.
Yeah.
Let's make a big fucking show out of that.
So it gets more interesting than that. So this film, and we're using Wikipedia. Sorry, we don't want to draw any, parallels to Philip Mushin and the plagiarism debate. We are using Wikipedia for our information.
Shoehorn that in.
This film, originally financed by a church group under the title Tell Your Children. The film was intended to be shown to parents as a morality tale, attempting to teach them about the dangers of cannabis use. However, soon after the film was shot, it was purchased by producer Dwayne Esper, who recut the film for distribution on the exploitation film circuit. It was lost to the sands of time, and then rediscovered in the early 1970s with the rise of the hippies. And
what a perfect time to find it again.
Yeah, it gained a new life as an unintentional satire among advocates for cannabis policy reform. Critics panned the film.
Oh, they didn't like it?
0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Like a legit movie?
Yeah.
This came out in theaters, and people saw like Betty Boop.
I guess so.
Getting accosted by some very racist caricatures.
Yeah, that's how you ease them into the theater experience with Betty Boop and
we're going to show our asshole this time around. Come on in, and then we're going to play some movie about
Betty Boop was like the Danica Patrick of the 1930s. Like
Danica Patrick.
Like, hey, why don't you go to BettyBoop.com?
See more.
Take it all off.
Excuse me.
You guys were trying to watch the Super Bowl.
I think that joke is public domain.
What if I took this NASCAR uniform off? Well, you can check out more at GoDaddy.com.
Hey, you want to see one of my nipples? That's my Danica Patrick.
By the way, you never got to see the nipple.
I drive a race car. This is my voice.
Never been in an accident.
Yeah, I smoke while I drive. This film was also...
I eat cars.
Depending on where the film was screened, this film had a bunch of other names.
Oh.
Those names included Tell Your Children, The Burning Question,
that's good.
Dope Addict, Doped Youth, and Love Madness.
Love Madness.
It was produced for a budget, and this is 1936.
Yeah.
I'll look up the conversion rate. This film was produced for $100,000.
That seems like a lot.
So it's over $1 million, right?
Inflation?
I'm going to convert for inflation.
Inflation calculator.
You have an app for that?
I'm Googling it. Another plagiarized piece of information. Inflation calculator.
By the way, that review got me to buy Dead Cells.
Oh, the plagiarized review?
Yeah, no, the whole scandal.
Yeah.
I was like watching all these videos. I was like, hey, this game looks pretty good.
It's got a lot of hot discussion around it.
This thieving son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it a bunch. We were like, the devs come out great. Yeah, all the scandal worked out great for them.
It worked. Everybody's happy except for the fucking thief.
Except for Philip Mushin and IGN, who had their already sullied reputation tarnished even further, potentially.
Man. He's going to get on the Ted Cruz campaign now.
Well, I guess conversion wasn't that... Wait, no.
Yeah, how much was $100,000?
Okay, so I looked at it and I said, you know what? Conversion rate, not that bad. I forgot a zero. So hold on, let me...
oh, no.
I forgot 1 0 on this. So let me put in another 0 and then recalculate. So it was made for a budget in the 30s for $100,000. In today's money, this film cost $1.8 million to create.
Jesus fuck.
Not exactly an indie.
How much is that in war bonds?
Well, if you bought war bonds of $1.8 million, your kids have already squandered it by this time.
God damn it.
Yeah, they're on Instagram selling brain pills.
Guys, we're going to make a lot of money on this war. You're going to want to get in on it.
Probably spend
We're going to pillage the shit out of Japan.
Yeah, so if you had invested the amount of money that this film cost in war bonds back then, your grandchildren have already burned through it and are now on Instagram asking people to buy cold-pressed juice.
Yeah.
Which are the war bonds of today.
GoFundMe is the war bonds of today.
When you drink a cold-pressed juice, you're contributing to your own future.
Yeah.
Well,
you're somehow
press it
fighting
cold.
the Japanese.
Yeah.
You're still fighting the Japanese.
Yeah, I mean...
Don't eat at ramen places. It's their trick.
Oh,
I won't do it.
Ramen used to be a cheap college food, and now they say it's gourmet. I don't think so. Eric's leaving.
I'm out.
Let's get another beer.
Oh, another beer. You're going to need one for Reefer Madness.
Yeah, I just realized I'm getting one.
And we're going to try to stop.
I'm good for now.
We're going to try to stop with the pausing things because
we're just gonna go through it.
We should just talk over it because pausing this would be.
I have a feeling this movie's actually not going to be that interesting.
I have a feeling I'm going to leave a wet spot on this couch.
Yeah, and I hope you do.
I think it's a talkie, but I think there's a lot more.
No, it's a talkie. Yeah. He started talking in like 1920.
But I think there's a lot of like what's the dance? Is it the Charleston where they do like the
flapping?
Yeah,
there's a lot of flapping in this. I think I've only really watched it based on like YouTube clips.
Very scandalous.
Which could be anyone adding
like
whatever.
Flapping didn't that die out in the 20s?
Well, it's a Christian company that puts this together. So flapping had just reached the church.
Flapping became public domain.
Yeah,
so
the trends take like 10, 15 years. And
they were like, all right, we're sucking all these kids' dicks. We could probably let flapping into the church.
You know who else was a big flapper? A guy named Jesus.
Yeah, he liked flapping.
He could flap with the best.
He had that cool skirt that looked really cool when you do the twist.
Right. That's why they put him on a cross.
We had the original, the Christian groups. They turned to him being sacrificed on the cross because the old image of Jesus was him in the Marilyn Monroe pose with his skirt over the aqueducts of Rome.
They get it wrong in the imagery too because they have him just like but he was really like ooh.
He was
a very effeminate. Yeah, he was a very effeminate man.
Yeah. Am I showing off my pit stains properly right now?
Yeah, no, we're all very hot.
Yeah. How do I look, kids?
It's a hot summer in LA and it sucks.
If you want to send us a Photoshop of Jesus and his face photoshopped over Marilyn Monroe with her skirt blown up, I would not be upset.
I just want a floating Louis Armstrong head to come out of nowhere and like...
I just want it to fall together.
Blow smoke on someone's face.
Yeah. I gotta look up the lyrics of that song and see if it's proper for being able to be... If you can be followed around by that at all times.
I'm just big fucking head chasing you around Borneo.
It's the lyrics to Bomb Track by Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
All right, let's get mad with the Reefer. Oh yeah, formerly Tell Your Children.
There you go. It says copyrighted, but it's not.
Fuck your copyright. Fucking narcs.
Lawrence Mead, Arthur Horrell, and Paul Franklin. Everyone's favorites. Louis Gassner.
This is back when everyone's last names were the jobs that they had. I'm a Gassner! Well, this whole thing blew my whole joke about that. Robert Priestley.
Jason Priestley's dad.
Yeah.
You see any names we recognize there?
No.
I like Pat Royale.
Pat Royale.
Thelma White.
Hello, Pat Royale.
Hurley Man. How did all these last names just die out?
These are like the last names they gave to people when they came over, like to Ellis Island. They're like, yes, Hurley, Squirrely, Durley Man,
Girly Man,
whatever. Like, what was your real last name? And he's like, Hurtlestein. And they're like, nah, not gonna play well in America.
motion picture you're about to witness may startle you. It would not have been possible.
This is where Star Wars got that.
The Reefer Madness opening crawl.
Yeah.
To sufficiently emphasize the frightful toll of the new drug menace, which is destroying the youth of America in alarmingly increasing numbers. Marijuana is that drug, a violent narcotic, an unspeakable scourge, the real public enemy #1.
By the way, they were completely high out of their minds on cocaine while making this movie.
Its first effect is sudden, violent, uncontrollable laughter. Then come dangerous hallucinations.
Sounds great.
Space expands, time slows down, it almost stands still. Fixed ideas come next, conjuring up monstrous extravagances, followed by emotional disturbances, the total inability to direct thoughts, the loss of all power to resist physical emotions, leading finally to acts of shocking violence, ending often in incurable insanity.
How does all that get to shocking violence?
In picturing
The first part sounded great.
Strong effects. No attempt was made to equivocate. The scenes and incidents, while fictionalized for the purposes of this story, are based upon actual research into the results of marijuana addiction.
Very scientific research.
If their stark reality will make you think, will make you aware that something must be done to wipe out this ghastly menace, then the picture will not have failed. In its oh my, they just keep fucking going.
This is the 30 minutes
Holy
of this
crap.
hour movie.
Like, you know, if you take a screenwriting class, they're like, one of the first rules is like, show it, don't say it.
Right.
This is like,
It was a different time.
But yes, George
I think they're
Lucas.
about to say a lot, though.
The year was 1935. Marijuana had taken the country by storm.
Yes, Betty.
Teenagers, as they're called these days, are taking the world by storm with their soda shops and their fancy cars. And we're the only one who can stop them. The Mexicans have migrated north, bringing with them marijuana by the poundful.
The poundful.
Oh, parents.
Oh, the old SPA.
Truman High School, probably when Truman was still alive.
Yeah, I'm just gonna name all schools after me. You guys cool with that? It's the New Deal.
We're naming a high school after me. All of them.
And you must stand united on this and stamp out this frightful assassin of our youth. You can do it by bringing about compulsory education.
If history has taught me anything, it's that anyone who's angrily speaking to a crowd secretly has the darkest sex fetishes of all time.
Yeah.
So, like, I assume this dude's getting pegged by his wife every night.
He's getting blown right now under the desk.
And yes, I'm having
By a boy
Yeah.
dog.
Boy
Male dog.
A weird genetic experiment, boy dog.
Yeah.
We must teach the children to blow the priests and not the pipe.
Turns out dog years means it's older.
Yes.
Out of the traffic in these drugs.
This guy looks like such a fucking asshole.
Real narc right here.
I'll bet this dude smoked tons of pot back in the day, though.
He was definitely drinking cocaine.
Well, I mean, are we talking about the character or the actor?
All of it. I don't think they're acting it. Like, they're like, you're playing yourself.
This is like the 30s version of God's Not Dead.
Yeah.
Where it's just absolute dog shit, and everybody in it knows it's stupid, but it
I
pays
would
the
bet
bills.
that Kirk Cameron's grandfather was in some way involved in this
Was
movie.
Kirk Cameron part of God's Not Dead?
Isn't he?
Probably. I mean, they all. It's a small circle of
God,
people.
that guy's such a little bitch.
Yeah, he sucked. Is this a movie or a lecture?
Well, they're setting the scene.
Yeah, like we get it. The marijuana's
They
bad.
just had the whole script.
Show me why it's bad.
This guy's about to get killed by Thanos.
Yeah. Oh, I don't feel very good, Mr. Governor. They're all fucking bored.
They're all leaning back. Like, oh,
This
God.
guy up front is high right now. The guy 3 seats over, he's like, this is fucking bullshit.
When's the Betty Boop commercial?
I like her big, thick thighs.
I want to see that.
Betty.
Betty, bippity boppity boo. Betty Poon?
I didn't want to
He
bail
wants to see
on
the
it.
Betty Poop.
I want to see that Betty Poop.
This man has a scat fetish. And it is ruining America.
Every state in the Union. Recently, in the city of Brooklyn, New York.
Of
Lowbrow
course.
shit.
The liberal city of Brooklyn, New York in the 30s.
God damn, they've been complaining about liberals for a long time.
There it is.
Oh, look at those nugs!
And sold in schools, and a government
This shit's all leaf. You're not going to get too high off of that shit.
around New York
Constable, I hear they make great rope, though.
are ground up and made into cigarettes.
The fuck?
by a simple hand
I used to have a
machine.
machine like that.
The deadly narcotic
This is why old people can't hang, man.
quickly and easily prepared for its market.
Although I like that machine.
Yeah, that seems way easier than every time I tried to smoke.
Yeah, they don't have that at my dispensary. That machine is named Jennifer. She just works the desk.
Wait, are they mixing the heroin with the marijuana? Oh, is this how they're smuggling it?
What the fuck is Roger Stone doing in this?
That man has been around forever.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Hollow shaving brushes are another medium. Books with false centers are often used.
Is he talking?
We should also say that, like,
I think it's still the guy in the first scene.
we should also say that, like, so back when this was happening, like, not like if you look at the weed in the 70s, not potent compared to
Tie
today.
sticks and shit.
Even back then, weed must have been the most, like, it would probably be less than smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
As far as your,
Because it was all leaves. Like, in order to get the buds, you gotta kind of like, you gotta prune it and shit. It's a lot of work. This stuff's
What is
just
that?
we're putting asbestos in the fire because it's the best way to get it in your lungs.
We like to burn bricks.
Many of you do not believe that these things do happen, but they cannot happen to you. You may also believe that the facts have been exaggerated.
I do like that this is set up like his office, and his office always has an audience. He has his desk lamp and his water.
it's a PTA meeting.
But does he always sit in this office with an empty room sometimes,
Yeah.
plotting on how to change the school for the better?
Yeah.
We need to put the nails back in the paddles.
Thank you for coming into my office to hear me rant.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Now we're getting into the actual.
Tip, milady.
Back when everyone's house was a fucking mansion.
Are you supposed to hang your hat up somewhere?
No, he's an addicted marijuana smoker.
Oh, okay.
They have no class.
Yeah, you take that hat off, the jazz music stops playing.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's he gonna do to her?
By the way, separate beds.
Come on, Ray, get up.
Wow.
What time is it?
Time for you to cook dinner.
This place is going over. Looks like the Marines had landed.
I think he basically did just say that.
Take over the Marines and the Navy.
He just went for the other one.
I'm hungry, bitch.
Some of the kids may be up this afternoon.
In these old movies, every scene looks like they're using all of the energy on the grid to light it.
Yeah,
Oh, they
I think
are
they
for sure.
were.
There's just like
They're
a
all sweating to death on there.
generator just pouring like thick black smoke, like 10 feet from the set. That's a lot of
damn,
legs
she's
back
showing
there.
a lot of leg there.
Pretty scandalous.
Play that in reverse, she's taking the stockings off.
It's been 30 seconds. What the hell's going on in here?
Oh, that's a different room.
I don't smell steak.
Oh, my brick of marijuana. Finally. Wait, what's at the door?
Wait, yeah, is that what that was?
I think so. Finally, my time.
He just,
Damn.
Hey, bitch, can you get the door?
dude, they really showed
They're
a lot of
lingering
leg
on this
here.
for
Yeah.
absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
This must have been
From
some
direct-
sort of appeal type
Yeah,
thing.
Like, oh yeah, marijuana's so bad. Yeah.
The director of photography, his name is Male Gaze. I came over here for the debauchery.
Nice
See, he took off his
door.
hat. That guy's on
right.
cocaine, not marijuana.
Yeah.
He's got manners.
You go right in, just sit down and make yourself comfortable.
Hey, what kind of a joint is this, Eddie?
Joint.
Oh, it's all right, Glenn. See, they probably had a party last night.
Oh.
This is back when, like, instead of buying a house, you bought a plot of land and just made whatever monstrosity your imagination could cook up.
I can't wait for the next shot of that chick to be her like piercing her own nipple.
Yeah.
They're just really ramping it up.
Where you going?
I gotta make some deliveries, and I'll probably drop by Joe's place and bring back a couple of the kids.
Oh, I wish you'd lay off those kids.
Oh, why don't you get over that mother complex?
He's not bringing back children,
I think
bringing
like
back
his dealers,
high schoolers.
his high school dealers.
but he wants to party with them.
Yeah, he's a cool
dealer.
guy.
He's a cool guy.
Finally, my time to smoke my brick of marijuana.
I am intrigued to see the story behind that brick.
Stop school
A
crossing.
whole school?
Halt.
This is why we have a job crisis. Not enough people directing traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
You know, if we just put like 5 veterans in every school with a gun, there'd be no unemployment.
Covered in asbestos.
So, by the way, Ralph, I started getting a little party Saturday afternoon over at my grandmother's.
What?
You know the place with the swimming pool? Like to come? Thanks, Eddie. Maybe I will.
I'm having a little party at my grandmother's.
So long, Ralph. See you
I'm
later.
sorry, what?
Yeah, sounds great. I'll totally be there.
Hi, kid. Hi, Jack. And you?
I don't want to go.
Guys, you're forgetting that these people are 19 years old.
That's right.
You're looking at them as if they're 40.
Grandma's house? Does she have any liquor?
Your grandma's still alive?
Very nice.
Are you 40?
I don't know why you want to make such a fuss over that Ralph Wally.
I think these guys are high school. Wait.
He
Yeah.
made a freshman tea next year.
He's holding books. They're both holding books.
My dad knows his family. None of them ain't good. Father and mother just got a divorce in Paris. Yeah? You know, Ralph comes around pretty much in his own. He's been in a couple of jams. Well, I only try to say hello to him. I don't go around with him. Well, you better not.
This is before they had fucking sound departments?
Yeah, it's the guy on the left particularly. He's like,
It was before they realized they're like, wait, what do you mean we could re-record the audio and play it over the video track?
You'll meet a friend of mine, Jack Perry. Harry, Bill.
We gotta get everything live with like one guy on a boom mic.
We're going over to Joe's place. Why don't you come along? We have a date to play a set of doubles. Oh, you can play anytime. Come on, we'll have some laughs.
Oh, we can't today, Ralph. Some other time.
Can I go along with you? Sure. Hey,
Lady driver. They are
very
hooligans.
progressive.
Don't
Yo.
be late, Jimmy.
No, she's gonna crash. Don't let her.
The guy on the left looks like a fucking private detective. How are
He
these
does.
school kids?
You're not a cop, are you? You gotta tell us if you are.
I would never be a cop.
You see, they would only let the women drive back then if the man was hanging out on the other side beating minorities along the way as they got to their location.
Hey, that was a weird rule. I remember reading about that in history class.
Yeah.
Look at those scandalous gyrations. Like crazed
that's me.
pianist.
That's me.
You can see the smoke emanating.
Yeah.
So is this grandma's house?
Nah,
Welcome to Grandma's house.
this is a place of ill repute.
Why don't you know you're not having a driving?
Yo, this Sublime album fucking sucks.
That man died because of marijuana.
Hey, you wanna dance? Let's just jerk our bodies back and forth for a while. Yeah.
How fucking awkward is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna spin a little bit. Yeah.
You can tell she's like awkwardly just going around along with it like
Alright, follow my lead, damn.
geez, I hope they never outlaw these plastic straws. That would truly be the death of America.
I think they were still using paper straws.
Or pasta straws. They're very Italian looking.
Yeah.
You can eat them when you're done.
Right. That was like the classic haircut for the fucking, pothead back in the day. I guess.
Yeah. Split down the middle. A little bit shaggy. Oh.
And everyone knew how to play piano.
Oh, look at this fucking eraser head looking ass. He's gonna. Yeah, oh, he's gonna light up. Oh, yeah.
No one will smell this.
Man, we live in better times right now, guys.
How many states is it legal in now? Like completely legal?
Like 20 or something.
I mean, like, legal?
Yeah, I think it's way less. It's like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
That's it?
Colorado, Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada. My brain only works on the West Coast. I'm sorry.
I drove
In
across the
Massachusetts.
country once and smoked a joint every state as soon as we crossed the line. Not driving, not while driving.
Why can't we go?
The lady was driving.
That was a close one.
You're a man of ill repute. The lady drives while you're committing atrocities.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to. You want to come, don't you, Jimmy?
Oh, sure.
I was driving very slowly
Yeah,
across the
no.
United States.
This is when I worked as a trucker.
Yeah.
Just hauling 18 tons
Yeah.
of.
Marijuana.
And steel pipes.
Yeah. Not securely fastened. Just sort of thrown in the
Yeah,
back.
no, it's just tied down. It's a couple ratchets. Nah, I'm gonna go
What is
play
the scene? What's the point of
a
that?
little bit of racket.
They didn't know you could just jump from one scene to the next. They're like, well, how did they get to the other rope?
We want to show that the man can't carry books because he's high on marijuana.
The answer is no.
I have to say though, as fucking awful as this is, it's very refreshing not to just have a shitload of racism thrown our way.
Yeah.
Oh, you think we're in for it?
I have a sneaking suspicion this is gonna come down to like being the Mexicans' fault, or the Italians, or the Irish.
I'll take that. The Italians,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
They're doing good these days.
Gosh, hot chocolate.
What a
They need to be
dweeb.
knocked down a peg.
Who the fuck is drinking hot chocolate in the middle of the day? Stoners.
Enjoy yourself.
He will.
She will too, Mrs. Lane.
This guy's gay, right?
No.
Back when your parents didn't have to worry about your potential suitors because they were effeminate as shit.
Now, before we do that math, how about reading some of this? It's swell.
Romeo and Juliet.
Don't you like it?
He's just such a nice boy.
You know, when I
Such a great
studied it,
boyfriend.
I kind of think of you.
What age is he?
He doesn't even try anything with me.
Did he just say that like Romeo and Juliet makes him think of her and him, and maybe they should kill ourselves?
It is my soul.
Maybe we should kill
that
ourselves.
calls upon thy name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night.
I'm surprised Shakespeare wasn't seen as like an abomination back then.
Music to attending.
No, it was.
Romeo.
My dear.
Little clock to
I feel like every generation back then was like, all right, everything that happened before us, it's fine now.
Yeah.
I will not fail.
Shakespeare was only shat on like when he was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After he died.
Oh, damn.
Wow,
Skin on
she's so-
skin.
Well, I'll see you tonight, Mary. Honestly. Goodbye.
You can tell he's gay because he doesn't have a boner. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. It's not pee-pee. It's from the fountain.
Bye.
Hey, Daddy!
Next time I fall down, I'm making that exact same noise.
Ow! Ow!
Hey, Dad, you got anything for me?
A slap.
Father, you're not here tonight. Have you?
There you are.
Here's a nickel. Go get some gum, and then go make a confession with Father Priestley.
Go buy your father a pack of Camels. No filters.
All these people are dead.
Yeah, they certainly are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Bill has got a girl. What?
They're like the Wizard of Oz dwarves
Yeah.
of the propaganda era.
Even see that little kid?
Dead.
Yeah, that little kid's dead now.
For sure.
We win.
Yes. We win, assholes.
Oh, Dad's nightly romp around the table.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, well, what I'm burned up about is it just didn't say Bill had a swell girl.
Gee, it must be love.
I don't even know what they're arguing about.
Wait, is that a
right
little
now.
boy or a little girl?
Sounds like you want something.
I think it's a boy.
What is it?
All I can think is that the grandfather in the back is just like wondering why his son's such a pussy and can't beat his kid into submission.
Yeah.
You can fix anything.
My family used to own slaves. You're a pussy.
I survived the Titanic. You kids have it easy these days.
I wasn't on it. I just survived it.
I survived the experience. It was
It
very hard.
happened, and I kept going.
Barry told me to wait until he had to go home.
This is like on the tail end of the Depression too,
Oh, thanks, Jimmy.
where it's like families
Yeah,
finally had
think-
enough money to
Yeah.
buy marijuana.
And this almost put him right back into it.
Yeah.
Did they get it, please?
Back in my day, all we could afford is potatoes, and now you kids are with your extravagant marijuana bundles.
I'll buy you soda. I never drink that stuff. Well, gee, I'll buy you something else. Okay, you're on the hook for one root beer. Well.
Just a giant smoke out the back.
It's kind of incredible how so much time has passed and like fucking nothing has happened in this movie.
They're still setting up characters that we don't give a shit about.
We need to scare the shit out of America's parents, but first we need to really set the scene.
Were people so patient that they were able to like track this
Well,
stuff?
they were just
while
blown away
watching?
by the fact that they were watching people move that weren't in the building.
moving. It's like he's there.
Seems like a bunch of normal kids to me.
And the women characters are actually played by women.
Bunch of young high school kids.
Down at the soda jerk.
That one's gay though.
Yeah. And it's the weed that turned him gay.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling. Still doing good.
His hair is a fire hazard.
Oh, weed piano man.
I'm gonna
Look at like this sucker.
He looks like a Dick Tracy villain.
He does.
Yeah.
And people think the dab looks lame.
Yeah. Well,
What is that? The butter churn?
Yeah. This is a very sexual dance back then.
Hi, dear. Hello, Jack. What do you say?
It was shortly after this film that the peephole was created, so we didn't have to open our doors. Oh, she's on it.
Oh.
And she is horny as fuck.
Yep.
I am 18.
Jesus. place is real peach fest. Where's all the sausages at?
I'm saying that next time I go to a party.
Yeah.
All right, you got real
in here.
peach fest here.
Where's all the hot dudes?
Where's all the boys?
I thought we were barbecuing sausages.
And then I fall down and I go,
Oh, my ass is all wet.
Oh, jeez.
Who's gonna come dry me off?
yeah. Never saw a grandma house party like this before.
You kids have fun. I'll be up reading the Bible upstairs if you guys need anything.
This is the same house as the party, right? He's just eating?
Yeah, I think this is the grandma's house.
Where is Grandma?
Oh, she's up reading the Bible. They were knitting and reading Bibles, and that's it.
Back in the day, if I was in theaters watching this, I would just start jerking off out of boredom.
Yeah. This is when you're jerking off. Like as soon as
Like, all right, I guess this is the moment.
when the women got aggressive because of the marijuana, that's when it was the cue in the theater to start smoking and then jerking off.
And I popped the dude in front of me with a ghost.
That's when you're like, it's a real peach fest in here, right? And everyone else is like, you want to jerk me off?
Why, sure, come on. Okay.
We have a pretty... I don't think our vision of the 20s is entirely accurate.
Oh, damn, they're necking hard. He's gonna grab her ass. Oh.
He's gonna give her his varsity pin,
Yeah.
which is his dick.
Yes, big old varsity pin.
Yeah.
You're gonna take her varsity pin, so her virginity.
Finally, some jazz cigarettes.
Peter Wellers?
He kind of does look like the RoboCop man.
I used to be a cop, you see. Now I'm more than a cop. More than a man.
She's not even inhaling.
She just likes the taste.
Oh, you're gonna do it, aren't you?
Everybody looks like they're having a great time.
Yeah.
Damn, what kind of light is in this building that has that kind of effect on them?
I don't know. Probably gave them all cancer though.
Yeah.
It immediately hard cuts to that scene from Dancing in the Rain, the Make 'em Laugh scene where he goes nuts and just starts doing cartwheels.
I mean, that's true though, right?
Yeah, that's what it makes you do. Song and dance.
Yeah. Every time I've allegedly smoked weed, it turns into a movie musical.
There's this hot new band I have on my iPod called Led Zeppelin. Pop it into the old 8-track.
The all I know about this movie is honestly from like that Sublime album.
I'm not brought up to speed. Please inform me.
It's just like I don't know. They use a bunch of clips of like audio
Oh
from it. It's like,
yeah.
marijuana
It's
cigarettes.
smoke two joints.
Yeah.
Getting better every day.
Back when samples were cool and
Smoke two
the
joints
man,
till the day she died.
the man didn't sue you for using samples in your songs. Well, I guess
Well,
it was
public
public
domain.
domain.
Yeah.
That's 10 bucks, Jack Perry.
Jack Harry?
Who? He did it.
Jack Herrera?
All right, send him in. It's all right, stay here. I want to talk to you.
Okay.
That's how people just walked into
I
rooms.
want to talk to you.
But I had to sell that rotten gin. The rest of the dough, you know, I don't need dough that bad. Taking 2-bit pieces from kids. There are millions of
Wait, so was Prohibition still in effect at this point?
Prohibition was the late 20s, right?
Oh, no, Prohibition was long over.
It was
You're
like
right.
24 to 28 or 20.
Nah, they, wait.
Hold on, I have a computer in my
Hey,
black.
It was like, I think they repealed it like in like 31 or something like that.
Retire permanently. So long.
Uh-oh.
Fixing my mic. Don't mind me.
I only wish you had a couple of kids so I could get out.
Whoa, what?
Whoa.
So you could what?
Have sex with them.
So I could grope her.
It's me, your local Catholic priest.
I like
Local
to,
James Gunn here.
I like to hit people with that when I'm like really mad at them.
Wish your
I
kids were
wish
here.
you had a couple of kids so I could
What the hell did he mean by that?
just leave
He
on that.
slowly shut the door. Oh my god.
Prohibition was 13 years, from 1920 to 1933, so it ended right before this.
So what?
It's probably because everyone got addicted to marijuana, and they were like, we need to get the booze flowing.
Yeah, this was paid for by the alcohol industry.
Yeah, I mean, the busting up booze rings was probably great for police.
That was a fucking great shot for the era. That's where all the $100,000 went.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time. You gotta push it in more. It's not. No, it's not like. Yeah, get snug with the desk, the table.
This is the same corner where they shot that Japanese listening to the guy talk on the cell phone thing. Cell phone, payphone.
Cell phone.
Everyone had cell phones.
Yeah, you're not eating your breakfast again. Your husband hasn't been around lately. Anything wrong between you two? Why should there be anything wrong?
By the way, this woman was fat by 1930 standards.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Piggy.
There we go. Now I'm good.
They all sound like the fucking teacher from Peanuts.
I mean, this movie was found in like an ancient Egyptian tomb, basically.
Yeah.
This is as good as you're gonna get it, I guess.
Again, this was made as Christian propaganda. Keep that in mind with the whole thing.
I'm not seeing the Lord anywhere.
Yeah. But back then they were like less into like the mysticism of Christianity and more into like the morals of it.
Yeah.
And the child rape. So everything else was like a pass. Like there wasn't a lot of like, oh, the devil lurks, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It was like when they started finding things that were corrupting the family dynamic, that was the devil. But like before that, it was just like, yeah, you know, we're all Christian, but we don't like who's reading. Where do you get a copy of the Bible? They're not in every hotel room drawer.
Yeah.
You just gotta go to actual church.
One day it's reefer, next day it's rap music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh damn, that's a big fucking building. And
FBI.
it's the FBI, baby.
It used to be the FOBI, but they were like, doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
Phoebe.
Yeah. Sounded too
Open
goofy.
the door, Phoebe. What? Phoebe.
Today's phobia is a disgrace.
Find some way to put an end to it. Of course, I agree with you, Dr. Carroll.
This was back when they were like the audio thing. They were like hiding microphones.
Yeah.
And like it would be like
It was behind those pieces of paper. Yeah.
And that's a literal microphone.
Yeah.
No one's gonna know what it is.
What's this thing? Oh, it's a snow globe.
It's a widespread campaign in education. Oh, it's all right.
Is that the teacher from the beginning? He's talking to he's a narc. He's literally a narc. He's talking to Phoebe.
Let me show you something. In 1930, the records on marijuana in the Washington office of the Narcotics Division scarcely filled a small folder like this. Today, they fill cabinets.
Whoa.
And tomorrow they'll fill a hard drive that can fit in the palm of your hand.
All these devoted to marijuana.
That's where Hillary's emails are stored now, by the way.
Yeah. Found him.
Did they only smoke them as like joints in this, or is there ever a bong?
I don't know. When did the bong come about?
I think that was the 70s.
Yeah.
The glass blowing was
Pretty
big as far as like
ingenious.
art.
Yeah, it's I never considered the engineering marvel that
And I
the bong
also
is.
that back then they were rolling it with tobacco.
Yeah.
I believe that was the thing was you roll
Spliffs?
Yeah, like the Europeans do. It's
Like
very fancy.
the Brits?
Well, literally everyone smoked cigarettes back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And that was the thing was you would lace it with some marijuana to
Right.
get that extra suicidal tendency.
Burn a little brighter.
With
Yeah.
5 young men. Here is a particularly flagrant. Yes, I remember the newspapers made quite a play of it. In West Virginia, wasn't it? Yes. And there are hundreds of them coming up. New ones every
So what's
day.
the Rotten Tomatoes score for this movie?
I could actually there probably is one to be honest.
I'd give it like a 20% maybe.
I am full of beer and I'll be right back.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna miss a whole lot.
I'm gonna Rotten Tomatoes this one.
This movie is surprisingly uneventful for a movie
5 minutes into this
for a
movie.
movie that's supposed to make me terrified of marijuana.
I think we're leading up to a really big event.
Yeah, like
You know?
when does the guy like lose his mind and start like beating women and like fucking dogs and shit?
Yeah, I'm waiting for
I guess the work is getting a little harder,
you know, it's tough to fill in the blanks here.
Yeah,
No, it isn't that.
he's gonna start smoking.
I'm not invested in anyone.
No, I don't care about any of these
I'm
characters.
just gonna pick someone to be invested in. That guy.
The checkerboard,
Yeah.
Mr. Plaid.
I'm invested in him.
You're honest. Honest.
Is
Because the
he?
movie won't do it for me.
Is he the good boy, the one who was reluctant to smoke marijuana? These, like, I've never understood when like when like black people say, "Oh, all white people look the same," I'm like, that's crazy. But when I watch something like this, I'm like, oh,
it's not just black people who say that. Everybody says that.
I mean, but like, I can't tell these characters apart. Like he's old. I can get that much.
You're absolutely right, Ricky.
Fuck. Well, he's is it the gay one? Is he the one that fell in the pond?
Yeah, I think so. He's the fountain boy.
I'm worried about something.
I'm gonna call him.
Oh, he's narking on him.
Oh, okay. I'm invested in him.
Yeah.
But remember, if you ever want to confide in me,
So we never see him again in the fucking movie.
They're gonna kill him because he knows the truth.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
What if it's like a
overdose
crazy,
him.
violent, like, fucking?
I hope so. It would make all this worth it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Teddy, but I'm waiting for someone.
It's like a Saw death. I want to play a game, buddy. Hey there, Jim boy. I want to play a game.
You want to play a game?
Hey, would you like to play a game?
If you don't get out of that bear trap in under 60 minutes.
Look at me, I'm a jigsaw.
You didn't miss any. Well, one of the guys, he's kind of narking on the rest of them.
I want you to guess what the score is.
0.
20.
This movie has a better Rotten Tomatoes score than Justice League, Suicide Squad, and Batman v
Well,
Superman,
that's not hard.
Combined.
and probably a lot of other movies. It sits at a critic score of 46%
What?
on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ew.
Huh.
Those reviews must be insane.
Are they like contemporary reviews from the like 1920s?
You're feeding me, can't you see?
Reefer Madness really shows how corrupted our youth are. This is nothing is fucking happening.
Did you hear that back talk?
What?
She said, "Get it yourself."
Oh, he's gonna give her.
How about I get this chair and hit you with it?
He's going to beat the shit out of that
Oh
woman.
God, she is showing
hey.
a lot more arm than she probably should be.
Dude. Hey, bro, you got this 100%.
They went into a bedroom. There was a bed on the floor.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
pushing the beds together tonight.
This is pretty provocative stuff, right?
Yeah.
This is like an advertisement for weed.
Yeah, anyone who watched this seriously was probably like, well, I gotta get some of that weed.
Oh, yeah.
My wife doesn't do that. And I'm already 20.
What look was that? That's what being horny looked like in the 30s.
I gotta show. You gotta show your teeth. Show how
I'm
much-
going to ravage your vagina.
And she's pregnant.
With 3 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 bastards.
No, they got married after this. Even on marijuana, you do the honorable thing.
Whoa! You start smoking weed and your hair gets all.
She's sitting on a
crazy.
Sybian right now.
Why don't you have a seat?
He's on one too.
Yeah,
This is where he's, like,
definitely got a
faster.
dildo up his butt right now.
I think I've seen this part.
Yeah.
He starts going faster, faster. Nope.
No, that'll come in
Nah,
like
he's just
45
loving it.
minutes. Uh-oh. Are these lawmen?
Morning, Miss Whitman, the police department.
Yep.
Good morning.
You have a badge?
Tracing a hit and run drive.
Yeah, right.
Someone caught
Know
the
your
license
rights, lady.
plate
Back when people trusted the police.
Jesus Christ.
So we're checking all numbers.
We're doing a body inspection.
We are federal body inspectors.
For Mother's birthday. Oh, yes, I remember.
You got a warrant, you
I left
pig?
school and went directly to the dressmaker's with Mother. I was there all afternoon.
Did you happen to loan your car to a couple of men?
No, I had the car all afternoon myself.
Well, thanks, miss. Sorry to have troubled you.
Tell me, was the person killed?
Fortunately, he wasn't, but that's still no excuse for hit and run driving.
I feel like they're treating this pretty lightly.
Who got hit with a car?
I don't
Also-
know. They didn't show it.
Back when cops just believed everything.
All right,
that
well,
someone would say.
there it
I
is.
feel like
Yeah, you say you had the car the whole time.
We're supposed to see that happen.
Yeah, it seems like an event.
Yeah.
It was outside the budget of
Well, they,
$100,000.
they only made this for $1.8 million.
We can't crash into DeSoto. That car's
We might have
very
been too busy
expensive.
shitting on this movie and they hit someone with a car.
Yeah.
That would
I feel like we
have
would have seen it.
that would have elevated our expectations a little bit, I think.
Didn't leave any message for me, Mary?
Mary Jane.
No, he didn't. But I guess you're okay.
Is that a famous actor? It looks like.
No, none of these people are famous.
That looks like Humphrey Bogart.
Gary Shandling.
horrifying doorbell.
They need to bring back those doorbells.
What is this door, though? You see that?
Very narrow door.
Narrow-ass door. Couldn't get away with that these days.
No. Sorry, no fat chicks.
Can't fit through the door, you're not coming in.
No, I meant because of wheelchair people.
Oh, because they're disabled.
Yeah. Fucking maniacs.
Yeah.
The guy built the door skinny like that because he's like, yeah, I always go out and get drunk.
Wheelchair people.
That's what
As they prefer to be called, the wheelchair people.
That's the term, right?
Yeah. Now, I like that he like built the door skinny because he's like, yeah, I always go out and get drunk and bring home some hog. So I had to build my door skinny. So
I can't get him in.
well, have a good night.
Never thought about the wheelchair people, though.
They've been fucking for hours.
Is that a door, too?
This place is like the Winchester Mansion.
Yeah.
Another joint. They're all fucking.
Yo,
how
this
about
guy
we get to
handles his
fucking?
weed fucking perfectly, though.
He's
So
a
the
veteran.
cops came by today asking about the car with the dead body.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's have a few more of these joints, see where it goes.
That's not lady talk.
I feel like if they're gonna make a movie where they're trying to make it look like the worst shit ever, maybe not have someone know exactly how to handle it.
Yeah.
Because everybody's gonna be like, oh, just be like that
But they were
guy.
rolling him at the beginning. And It's
Yeah.
like this is a pro.
Marijuana's
Yeah.
bad, but this is how you
Like,
do it.
Well, I'll just be him. I'll just be good. What?
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
She getting eaten out right now?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
She's a damn buffet. Oh no.
Oh,
it's-
okay. Jesus Christ.
She's waking up from her delirium.
Yeah.
This is gonna turn
Oh,
into
what have I
body
done?
horror.
I was raped.
That might be what they're getting at.
Yeah.
I think it is actually.
His
Yeah.
bow tie's undone.
What happened?
Classic sign.
Don't worry, I'm gay, but you can't tell anyone, or they'll have me killed.
Whoa. They're going for some artistic shit here. Unless, wait, are these different people that we're
Yeah.
looking at?
I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about
I
flashback?
gave the movie too much credit.
You thought it was a flashback?
I thought those were the same people.
Oh
no.
In these days, the flashback is that you have to do the wavy lines.
Yeah, I thought it was like going back and forth.
You have to have a theremin
Yeah,
and like
I thought
a
it was
wavy
doing
line.
like the girl on the train thing, you know?
I don't know where the fuck they've been in the kitchen for hours. He's just pounding this entire bottle of
They
whiskey.
did a terrible job of letting us know where the fuck we are.
Yeah.
Continuity is
in the
trash.
house.
It's just not a well-made movie.
Also, couch very tacky. That print. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh,
They just can't get anything right.
And if these people were actually
she
Italian,
does not want this.
if they were actually Italian, they'd have plastic all over those couches.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
whoa.
This is not what weed does.
I'm pretty sure it does. The movie said. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, if the movie says it does, then...
Then it absolutely does.
They said that like this was based on evidence and research.
Man, those
Scientific.
pants make his ass look terrible.
Oh my god, this is fucking. How can no one hear them? By the way, like
Hey, what's up? What are you guys doing?
you got any founds for me to fall in?
crossfade for no fucking reason.
And another.
Oh, what's going on over here?
Wait. Did she?
Oh, he sees it.
He
different.
sees it as consensual.
Oh, yeah.
That is artistic.
He's
Yeah.
got what you call the reefer madness.
Oh shit! Wait,
Wait, no,
what?
then he didn't see it. Why, I oughta.
Whoa. hell of a
Fucking good.
punch.
And he's high. Or he's coming down from it, so
Yeah, he's a marijuana hero.
Yeah.
I guess it just
The
boils
only way
down
to stop a bad guy with a marijuana is a good guy with a marijuana.
He saw...
Also a gun.
Yeah.
Basically, this is showing like typical.
Whoa!
It's like typical human shit where it's like, yeah, whoever smokes weed, it's like either they're a bad person, and that's why they do
Whoa,
bad
she's
things.
fucking dead. Holy shit.
Yeah, he shot her by accident.
Through the spine too.
What the fuck? This, yeah, okay.
No problem.
I'm paying attention now.
It's only the 20s. We can get rid of this real easy.
Hey, yeah, there's feet of the dogs.
Is she all right? She has a fucking bullet hole in the spine.
Do you think she's gonna make it?
They just smoke weed out of her.
Yeah. These are the bomb.
Pack that hole.
I know what to do with that.
They just start smoking out of her mouth.
Na, 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 na.
Her ass is the carb.
Jesus.
And they're just dancing to ska music.
And that's when we got demonetized.
The fucking black and white video comes like to like color like.
This episode of It Came From Public Domain brought to you by NordVPN. The only way you can watch this without getting tracked by a government agency.
Yeah, boys.
Wait, did that guy die too?
Oh, we just pour a little water in.
Are they framing him for a crime? What's happening?
Nah, he's not dead.
He passed out from the shock.
They put the gun in his hand.
Oh yeah, well, because he was high, they're gonna let him know that he did it, and he's gonna believe him.
Yeah, because he's a dweeb.
They're really putting a lot of stock in him remembering or not remembering what the fuck happened like 20 seconds
well, it's because he
ago.
smoked marijuana. Your memory's the first.
Wait a second, but we're all high on marijuana, and we remember it perfectly fine.
I remember you shot her, and then you gave me your
the
gun.
marijuana.
Mary. Mary.
What have you done?
What happened? Killed her.
Jesus.
And then we used her as a bomb.
Now,
Here's the thing, though. Before you shot her, you tried to rape her, too. Just so you know.
Just so you know, in case the coroner asks anything.
Yeah, you totally tried to rape her.
this
That's
might
why
be
you
an
shot
odd question, but who are these people?
After I explained
They're degenerates.
her.
this is your story.
They might have explained that at some point.
I don't understand.
But, like, no, the movie, they haven't done a good job just, like, showing...
Where's the kids? Which ones are
I
the
think
kids?
these are the high school kids.
No, that man is not in high
kids?
school.
No, he's the one that brought them in,
Yeah.
right? To Grandma's house?
He's the patriarch.
Yeah.
He's in high school, though.
That
And
guy's
so is she.
yeah.
Mary.
The end? No.
Oh, no, it gets worse from here.
This is the bar inside the house.
Yes. Very, very narrow doors. Sorry, buddy, you're too fat for the bar.
God, let us leave this fucking house.
That's another reason.
No wheelchair people.
That's why back then you couldn't be fat because of the no power steering, constant speed addiction,
Right.
and the doors were too small, so you'd have to lose weight to be able to enter any building.
Also, everyone worked in a coal mine.
Yes, yeah.
Also, guns were going off all the time. The more space you take up, the more likely
Bigger
you are to be
target.
shot.
You lose a lot of weight killing Jerry's.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
And Mary's.
no, this is the 20s.
The original title for this film was There's Something About Mary. And the answer is she's dead.
Wait, that was Mary who died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had cum all in her hair.
Oh, poor Mary. That's how I plan to go out, by the way.
Filled with cum.
Her hair filled with
no,
cum.
just covered.
Your cum.
Yeah.
You did this.
They put the gun in his hand, they put his dick in his other hand.
Hold on, before he wakes up, jack him off.
put his
We
dick in
need
his
some of
hand.
his cum.
Yeah. Take his floppy dick and put it in his hand next to the gun.
They call it jazz instead of jizz.
Yeah.
You jazzed on her.
Evil substance, that jazz.
You shot her and then you jazzed all over her.
Wait, so this is already going to trial?
Yeah.
I'd like to recall
Oh, this should be great.
You can't handle the truth.
This is gonna be fucking compelling.
I need another beer for this one.
Yeah, grab me one too.
Yeah.
Also me,
Yeah, just get 3 beers, please.
Who wants the IPA?
I'll take it.
as principal of the Lakeside High School.
I'll take a tall boy.
During the last 3 months.
Grab a PBR from Mr. Erik.
Yes.
Fuck it, I'll take the PBR because it's bigger.
It is.
For example, at times disassociation
That's 16 ounces.
Yeah.
of ideas.
Also, this is what's in my veins.
Yeah.
You know, hops and marijuana, they're like, I mean, I only
Part of
did
the same family.
Yeah, I didn't do the research. I just, browsed the internet very
They
quickly.
look like similar things. So
They're
I'm gonna
very
say
close
they're
to
the
each
same.
other.
They smell the same.
I wouldn't be surprised if you wake up in 5 minutes with a gun and a dick in your hand.
Covered in jazz.
Yeah, covered in jazz. Elliot's dead.
Yeah.
Shot in the spine.
Elliot's dead. I'm dead. I'm a ghost. I'm jazzing.
Yeah. And I'm just standing here like it was them. They did
Doing
it
the
all.
Charleston. Whoa!
Yeah.
You're cooking some Blue Apron.
I can't stop dancing. I'm gonna die.
That the defendant was using marijuana. Did you notice any changes that would lead you to believe, as an educator, that he was under some severe
Yeah, I don't think I actually did this. The more I think about it, I think I was framed. It kind of doesn't make any sense. Because I was in the other room fucking some other chick.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't own a gun.
Where would I have gotten the gun? This is very strange.
Also, my consensual love mate can vouch for my whereabouts for hours.
Yeah, I don't own a gun.
I jerked off right before I came here. I was pretty much running on empty. There's no way.
Oh, wait, no, that guy was trying to rape her.
Also, I'm very clumsy. Just the other day, I fell into a fountain just trying to walk.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the fountain dude?
I think so.
I'm going to assume it was.
He's the one I'm rooting for.
Well,
I'm invested in him.
The thing is, court back then, basically, they're like, yeah, but they said you did it. Case closed. Get out of here.
They brought in a literal kangaroo, and
yeah.
he just, whichever side he walked onto.
Yeah,
guilty.
the verdict was in the pocket, the kangaroo's pouch.
How cute was the kangaroo, though? Was it wearing like a suit?
Yeah. It was wearing a suit, it had boxing gloves, all the stereotypes.
Oh, he's screaming at her.
God, he fucking got blood all over the couch, God damn it, Linda.
Why don't you shut up? We framed a man for murder. I'm kind of stressed right now.
Seems like they got away with it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What do you mean she can hear us through the fucking silk curtain?
You're gonna stay there as long as we have to keep those two out there undercover.
Oh, he's the put together one.
The boss gets a better idea.
They're getting on my nerves.
It can't last much longer. Not worried about her. We gotta keep him gagged.
Gay?
Yeah.
Ready to crack.
Yeah, keep him gay.
Don't
Don't show him any tits.
Give him more marijuana, I guess.
Yeah.
Get hot.
I'll go in there and kiss him in a little bit.
Just wait. If he gets too spry, I'll tickle his balls.
I'm gonna grab his ass.
I don't want to have to be his boyfriend, but I will.
I will suck this man's dick to get away with this crime.
I'll tie his tie. I'll kiss him on the neck.
I refuse to go to prison.
I'll jazz all over him.
One hand job out here is better than 200 behind bars.
All of a sudden, Louis Armstrong's head floats into this.
Hey,
Heard about the thing?
It was your friend who did it.
Did someone say marijuana? Someone say jazz?
I'd like to file a complaint about the Betty Boop thing that I was tricked into doing.
I did not like the final product.
What's the place been doing? That's no good. I got a hunch that he's due to crack when that Harper verdict comes in. He's on the tee. He's liable to take a powder on us and blow his topper to the DA. You mean you think we'd all be better off if he never...
This room is just like a fucking death spell for our attention.
Yeah.
This is the worst.
Oh, the plot's getting too exciting. Let's go over
Yeah.
that office. And
Great
just...
set dressing.
Yeah.
Hey, this wall's kind of bare. Let's put two identical fucking clipboards next to each other.
He just did the fucking alt-right salute, by the way.
When did this become an alt-right salute?
When Pepe became an alt-right symbol.
But if you turn it upside down, it's a funny
That's
prank.
a
Yeah.
trick.
A duty to yourselves.
I can't
Symbols
believe
are weird.
How did we let them have that?
Well, I mean, do this, it's a W. Do this, it's an M. It's a completely different meaning.
What? How?
M is
One's
like,
an M, one's a W.
W is like, ooh.
Of the guilt of the defendant.
Okay, I get where you're
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not good. It's not a very deep
good-
thing.
It's a good point.
They're different letters.
If you flip a thing upside
Yeah.
down, it's a different
Yeah.
thing.
That's all I'm saying.
She almost threw up from the details.
It's literally opposite.
Ma'am, are you sick?
I can smell the marijuana rotting from here. It's disgusting. It smells like a skunk.
The defense has been unable to produce one witness to substantiate that statement. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
Oh man, I'm so glad I didn't get picked for a jury.
Yeah, you were doing like the court thing.
I get hit with jury duty every fucking year,
Yeah.
and it's somehow more boring than
Well, did you
this
say
jury
like,
scene.
I don't know, was the offender on marijuana?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case,
No, I shook a turd out of my pant leg
can they like leave?
in the meeting room, and they asked me to go.
Yeah.
You are excused.
Yeah.
Well played.
Last time I went, I sat for 8 hours before being dismissed, and they give you a little card that's like, you're good for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
It destroys my faith in humanity almost as much as this movie.
Yeah, if you're ever on a trial and you have someone under the age of 40 in the jury, you're going to be found guilty because they're angry that they had to go to jury duty because of you. Yeah, they're like, you know what? Fuck this guy because he ruined my life. Yeah. I live in LA. I'm a freelancer. I'm losing hundreds of dollars.
That's why whenever I'm on trial, I just stare at the jury, let them know.
All the times you're on
trial. I see them.
I do not believe I have to plead or even demand that you bring in a verdict to punish the defendant.
Well, this guy's a good lawyer.
Typical DA.
It's because of movies like this that everyone in the 40s and 50s sounded like they had static on their voices.
Yeah.
That, the cigarettes, the hard drinking.
They all lost it when they got older, though.
Yeah, now they're just all
they just all
wrinkled up.
sound like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. And it's because their lungs and their skin has tightened up by living in Florida.
They should smoke more pot. Yep.
Pot's still illegal in Florida.
Gross.
Still illegal in Hawaii, which is dumb. It grows so easily in both those states.
I think the oil is legal in Florida now.
Hash oil?
Yeah.
Way stronger.
No, he wasn't. He knew what he was doing.
But they love the pill heroin there.
Let's guess names for these guys. I'm gonna guess
Wilbur.
I was gonna say Filbert.
Filbert, oh yeah.
No, but I think we're both right.
Well, there's Filbert, Wilbert,
Filbert,
Shilbert,
Shilbert,
Willard.
That dude's definitely a Reginald.
Oh yeah. Reginald, like the fifth.
To his right is Albert.
Montgomery.
11 for conviction, 1 for acquittal.
I gotta get back to my fried chicken restaurant, so let's get this over with.
I built a theme park in Orlando, Florida.
That guy does look like Walt Disney.
I gotta get back and run this thing.
I don't know. Have we considered what the Jews have done involved in this? Whoa! What the?
Look at that imagery.
That's the first artistic license they've
Really
taken in
makes
this
you
entire
think.
fucking movie.
And because it was in front of George Washington, they're like posing it as like anti-American, like the one hang-up. If you're on a jury and you fucking hang the jury, you are going against the goddamn United States.
Have they ever made a painting of George Washington where he doesn't look like a condescending fuck?
No, because he probably was.
I have to sit for this?
Yeah, it's like if it would be like, you know, Donald Trump now, but his excuse of why he's
I can't
always...
wait to see his fucking painting.
The excuse that he gives of why he's always telling the truth is because he chopped down a cherry tree when he was young and was like, I lied once and never again.
Yeah.
And you know George Washington just lying all the time.
He lied all the time,
He must have lied. He became president.
Notorious liar.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, they still haven't put up the presidential portrait at LAX when you come back from an international flight. So it used to be when you would land internationally, there'd be...
Yeah, customs.
You would come down to customs, there'd be the portrait
Yeah, I
of
don't
Barack
think
Obama.
It's still just Obama.
No,
it's just the third Obama.
No, it's just there's just nothing there.
Have you reached the verdict?
That's hilarious.
Fucking liberal bubble filled with multicultural people.
That's what all
the fucking bubble.
The fucking conservatives say when they're coming back from their Thailand sex tourism.
First thing I see when I get back from Thailand sex trip, I want it to be Donald Trump's face welcoming back home.
Hey, you did a good job. You saved a lot of money, and you ain't gonna get in trouble. Nobody will find you.
Don't worry, I got your back.
Been there.
Oh, is that the guy's parents?
Yeah, we missed something here. I'm guessing he got found guilty.
I think he's guilty, yeah.
Okay.
Where are the girl's parents?
I had him
guilty of being cool.
We found
man, you banged 2 chicks in one night, just got super high, and committed a fucking murder for no reason?
And he's gonna get away with it.
Yeah.
Yes, we find him not guilty.
You're free to go.
You're free to go.
Free to go, bro.
Also, we're having another party at Grandma's house tonight.
See you at Grandma's.
Yeah, where's Grandma during all this? You boys still down there, Potter?
Yeah.
The guilt's starting to get to him.
She's got so much cleaning up to do.
Why is
Play
there
the
blood?
fucking piano while I pace, please.
Oh, maybe this is the scene I referenced.
Oh, he is agitated.
Anyways, here's Wonderwall. I wish you could step back from that ledge, my friend.
What do you want?
Whoa! You're not looking so good.
Bring me the reefer. Best new slogan to come out of this video.
Bring me my reefer.
Hey! Bring me my reefer.
It's hot in here because air conditioning hasn't been invented yet.
Oh, come on, get a hold of yourself.
She means jerk off. That was the term back then.
Quit that crazy laughing.
Where's Jack? I want to get out of here.
They'll pick you up and hang you if you don't pipe down.
I want to see Jack.
Don't hit her.
Jack.
Don't hit her.
Yeah, please don't hit
I
her.
want to see Jack.
Okay, good.
Jack.
Oh, he seems like he's about to hit one of these women.
You better try it.
He's the one that like tried to rape the chick,
I think so.
right? Yeah.
Crazy eyes.
I'm not invested in him.
No. He's.
I hope he dies.
He's a real bad apple.
Jack. Look at the kid hand.
He looks like that guy. What's the asshole in I Heart Huckabees? He's
Jude Law.
Yeah, he looks like Jude Law.
He does. Yeah.
Also, this is before kimonos went out of style. When the Japanese attacked Pearl
That
Harbor.
happened?
Yeah, they're just like obviously it's a very nice
No, I
elegant
mean
kimono.
Pearl Harbor.
Oh yeah. Well, it's up for debate. We're not sure. I wasn't there,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure it happened.
Actually,
exactly.
Pearl Harbor made the price of kimonos go way up. Very rare.
Very rare.
Can't get them anymore. You guys remember kimonos? Can't get them anymore.
Oh, don't hit her.
Say something, son?
Don't hit her.
Air conditioners.
Oh, he's making a fist.
Air conditioners were invented because we were so anti-Japanese that we got rid of the hand fans.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Fuck, we got to come up with something better."
This is America.
We invented Freon.
Is that why air conditioners work?
Elliot's air conditioner doesn't exist.
What? Yeah, no, I don't have it.
Sorry, we only make YouTube money. Like 10 years ago, YouTube money would have been like the whole house would have been an air conditioner.
Thing
These
is,
days, can't do it.
If I want to air condition my house, because of the way it's laid out, I'd have to get a like 15,000 BTU, like $800 air conditioner. Otherwise, you just make one corner of the room cold and the rest. You get it. Anyway, is this guy gonna hit her or what?
Don't
Get to the hitting! Get to the abuse, damn it!
I came here to watch a woman get abused by a crazed man on marijuana.
He's gonna hit her.
There is no. I've never seen a
He's
person
doing
on
the faster
marijuana.
thing.
I've never seen a person on marijuana do that. That is cocaine.
He is acting exactly like a person high on cocaine.
Like, meanwhile, he's downing like liters of Coca-Cola when it still had cocaine in it.
Yeah.
And then like it's the marijuana that's doing it.
Oh man, I just love marijuana. Yes, marijuana. Oh, smoke so much weed I can't feel my teeth.
Wow, my gums are numb.
Is he having a heart attack?
Yes, because of the cocaine.
Uh-oh, he's...
Oh, shit, don't hit her.
He's gonna...
Don't.
Uh-oh. He's gonna pull his fucking face off.
He's like fucking
Wear
Dr.
like a
Jekyll
mask.
and Mr. Hyde, except Dr. Jekyll is one of those weed scientists.
I'm on the edge of my fucking seat over here. Is he gonna hit one of these women?
Can you imagine if they had dabs back then?
Oh my god. It'd be a bloodbath.
Who's this?
I know what you want.
My weed. You're not gonna have it.
Kill me. You're crazy. Take it easy.
Hey, man. Hey, man, I just want to hang out.
That guy's high. That's what high looks like.
Yeah. Hey, hold on a sec. Whoa! What
How
are
about you?
What? What is he hitting him with? A stick? Oh, she's kind of sexually excited
She
by
think
it.
it's funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's the best. I'm invested in her now.
Yeah.
That's her fetish.
Do that to me now.
Yeah, I'm like a horse. Just beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
It's me, the fat lady.
What the fuck is that?
I think that's grandma.
That's grandma.
She's been stuck upstairs all this time because you can't fit through the door to the downstairs.
Dude.
They just gotta slip her food through the door.
I feel like I need a fucking like brochure for this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to understand the
Where's the playbill?
the Reefer Madness extended universe. Needs like an
It's us, the
infographic.
cops, with our blackjacks and guns.
Hey.
That's pretty quiet, no knock raid.
Guys, door's open. Let's just go in.
We all
We're being
know.
swatted.
We've all got our marks.
I was behind you. No. Go hang if you don't.
That guy's got a huge fucking blunt. He's high as hell.
I feel like Betty Boop right now.
Yeah, I could really do for some racist,
I miss Betty
sexist
Boop. I miss,
cartoons right now.
yeah, I miss racist Donald Duck.
Oh, this is when so I'm reading the plot. This is when it all falls apart. Like, because of
This is when it falls apart?
rampant addiction to marijuana, the truth comes out, and they're all criminals. This is the first montage ever filmed?
This is the first montage?
No. Some Russian dude did the first montage.
I thought you read that from the thing.
Yeah.
You would have believed it, though.
I would have believed it.
Just like you would have believed that marijuana is the most dangerous drug on earth.
Yeah.
If someone had made a movie about that in 1936.
Yeah, I'm just there to jerk off.
Hey, man, I just came here to jerk off, but I learned something tonight.
I'm glad I'm learning something while I jazz all over this seat.
If we can gain some measure of leniency for my client, she is prepared to enter a plea of guilty.
Gene
And in
Hackman.
addition, state evidence in the case of William Hartman. I regret that this court is not prepared to bargain with justice.
He's just a
I'll
bird.
tell you. I was there. I saw it. I know who killed Mary. And I'll tell you who killed Mary.
Oh.
It wasn't Bill.
Mary Jane.
It was Jack.
I'm trying to see if anyone in the cast was in anything reputable.
No, I didn't.
We were
I don't
off
think
the
so.
property one afternoon. Then Mary came in looking for her brother. Bill and Mary.
This is like the equivalent of like a Neil Breen film in the 1930s.
Yeah. I secured my own funding, and
Honestly, the acting in this is still better than anything in any Neil Breen movie.
Yeah,
is he a trailer for his
is.
new one? His science fiction movie that he's putting out now?
I'm sure it'll be a romp.
It goes above and beyond. He's on like another level with this one.
Did you see like Fateful Findings? Have you seen that? Like that's his classic.
I've never watched the entirety of any of those videos, but I've gotten as much as I could between like
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Your Movie Sucks and Red Letter Media. I've seen probably all the funniest parts and had contagious laughter underneath it that you enjoy. We're not giving you guys any of that for this.
No,
No.
because that is not public domain.
Yeah.
That is owned and produced by Neil Breen.
That is the property. I believe that video belongs to Mr. Breen.
Look at this. Such an unflattering angle on her. Her cheeks look like they go 5 fucking inches out
That
from
was
her
hot
face.
back then.
No,
See
that was
Betty
because she was
Boop's
smoking.
cheeks?
She was smoking weed, so it was dragging her face
There's
down.
some fucking bags
Yeah.
under her eyes right
Yeah.
there.
Weed dries you out.
That's what the human skull looks like without delicious fat surrounding it.
Yeah.
Do I understand you wish to plead guilty to
Look at that guy's jowls.
moral delinquency?
Everybody's got harsh shadows.
He looks like the boss from Monsters Inc. Like he crawled in on all 8 legs to get to his fucking judge stand.
This makes me hate grandmas.
Setting aside the jury's verdict in the case of the
All of them.
I don't know how or why, but
I feel like there was a change,
walking
like
out of this movie, I'm gonna hate
I feel like
grandmas.
there was a like in the 80s there was a change with grandmas, where like before the 80s grandmas were fucking assholes,
Yeah.
and then after that they became like the hey, I brought you a candy bar and $5. It was like a shift, because every time I hear a story about a grandma like pre-1970s, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in this case, this grandma was just like.
Oh, she narked on everyone.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah.
These fucking young kids in
Great
their
job,
marijuana.
Grandma.
Thanks, grandma, you bitch.
5 of my husbands died because of wanted posters.
These war bonds didn't turn out at all.
Getting the pre-war bonds. That's what I'm stocking up now.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is the pre-war bond.
That's right.
Yeah.
In the case of the people versus Ralph Wiley.
Ralph Wiley. I like his name.
Don't.
I still don't know which character's Ralph Wiley,
What?
though.
Where are you taking her?
We're taking you to lady jail.
It's fun.
It's a
It's
fine
great.
place to be. You can cook and clean all day.
Boy, that lady's a real powder keg.
Ma'am, you can't just walk out with a witness. So this movie is basically like when you see those like Christian haunted houses.
Yeah.
This is like the movie version of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but more exciting.
Way more compelling.
I've always wanted to go to one of those Christian horror houses, but be like secretly, like have a monster thing set up, where like go there with like a girl and have her be pregnant, like not actually pregnant, and then halfway through the horror thing, when we get to the abortion thing, like have like a fucking demon dwarf come out of her, like I get like a little person and like dress him up like a demon,
Or a wheelchair person.
and have him like bust out of her fake stomach,
Yeah.
and like.
Yeah.
People are gonna think it's part of the thing, but the Christian people will be like,
What the fuck? Oh my god.
yo, I was right, somebody does jump out of a window. She's okay, she's fine.
Yeah. Wow.
Mary, are you alive?
Sorry, my ridiculous story.
I mean,
Superseded.
we didn't miss much. She just literally had a flashback to the previous events of the film, and then just, oh God, who can handle the truth?
I think we all had that moment earlier.
Yeah, well, and the judge is just like, well, in the case of so-and-so, she killed herself, so case closed. Justice is served.
All right, you all fucking suck. Please get the fuck out of my courthouse. I've had enough of this case.
You are innocent. Our legal system is corrupt.
It ends with him smoking a joint, and then the music cue is dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
But he's like butt chugging it.
Yeah. He's literally smoking it through the corpse again. We all love smoking through Mary Jane's corpse.
Yeah, wow.
It's literally the last dance for Mary Jane.
Okay, but what if it was made out of glass, you know? And didn't decay?
That would be crazy.
But not during this time. Glass needs to be used to the war effort. We need to throw the shards in the face of the Japanese.
What war are you speaking of?
No, it's coming.
Just wait, you'll see it in the cartoons.
the mouse.
He should kiss his grandpa, too.
Yeah. Oh, he just gave him a little peck on the cheek there.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, what, did they just kiss?
I think he's got a little something sexual happening with all those people.
And next up for trial, the gay man.
We just wheel him right back in.
Your Honor, as evidence, I'm going to take my dick out and this guy's going to suck it.
How is he still high? He's been jailed for
I guess
days.
Withdrawal at this point.
No, the feds
fun with the edit.
are feeding him marijuana to make him more crazy on the stand.
What? I think he just might have syphilis or something like that. Have you checked for syphilis?
Did this movie inspire Eraserhead? Because that last shot was very like.
Yeah, and I think you're right.
That happened right here.
That guy's a good figure. It's like hourglass figure on that guy.
36, 24, 36.
Oh, that bitch is wearing a girdle.
Yeah, look at those fucking hips.
Get the fuck out of here.
Damn, I want to break a piece off of him right now.
What you doing later?
Everyone in the audience in this school meeting is just like, yo, what are you doing after this? Because you're looking fucking good.
Damn, you snack-ass motherfucker.
Oh, you're not interested? Well, who's your table? Oh. Whoa.
His?
Mine?
His? Mine? Him? Me? Him?
Hold on, I gotta go rub some out in the bathroom to tell
Wow, that was the longest hour of my life.
Yeah, that seemed like it was 3 hours.
Yeah.
For the amount of things that actually happened,
all right, Eric,
that took way too long.
What did we learn?
Get out of here, movie.
All right, what did we learn? We learned that if you're gonna make a propaganda movie in the 20s, make it fucking shorter. Just make it shorter.
Yeah, that could have been like a 5-minute YouTube video.
If I had a time machine and it was between going back and killing Hitler and taking over the production of this propaganda film,
even the editing,
I'd pick the latter.
Yeah. And then, so at the end it says, "Tell your children."
Tell your children.
If you could summarize this entire film to your future children, how would you summarize it? Because it instructs you, it tells you afterwards, you have to go tell your children about this.
You know what I would tell my children is, I'd be like, look, you guys are gonna Google my name, and you're gonna find some crazy shit. So don't let me tell you what not to do.
What's Google?
Let this movie tell you
what's
what not
Google?
to do. Google?
Yeah, what's Google?
Are we pretending it's 1936?
This is the 1930s.
Oh, we're still in the 20s?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about me, though.
Oh,
But if I was in the 20s...
30s.
Okay, if I was in the 30s, and I went home after watching this movie, and I said, tell your children, I'd go home, I see little Sally on the plastic
right in the
couch. I see little Billy.
Why are the dishes dirty?
This is my wife, Norma, in the kitchen. She's cooking some dishes. And I would take both my kids, put them on my lap, and I'd go... Kids, buy war bonds, and then I'd kiss my son full on the mouth. And then I'd throw my daughter at my wife and hide in the refrigerator until I die.
And cool. Yeah. Your daddy just got back from jerking off for 1 hour straight. I fucking hate my life.
Because I'd be high as fuck.
Yeah. You know what we need? A war.
You know what we need is a fucking war. Oh, Daddy's on the juice again.
Daddy just watched another exploitation film.
We need a war. Too many limp-wristed boys falling into water fountains.
Yeah.
I found this shit they make ropes out of it. I started smoking it.
Yeah, I would tell my son, I'd say, hey, you know the kid that keeps falling into water fountains and dropping his books? If you ever commit a crime, he's the perfect patsy.
Yeah.
I'd look at my son and I would go, I was born in the wrong time. Maybe you're the time machine.
Yeah.
And then I would start to choke him.
Slowly to death.
Yeah.
Slowly to life.
Elliot, what's your advice for your children?
I mean, I probably would have been pretty perceptive to this. I would have said, no hanging out at anyone's grandma's house.
Especially if the doors are 2 feet wide.
Not even our own grandma's house.
Yeah, you gotta fatten your kids up like Hansel and Gretel.
They're fucking worthless. The things that were happening under that woman's nose.
And then you point to your wife and you're like, even when she's a grandma,
Yeah.
you stay the fuck away
Stay
from
away
her.
from her.
That's why the old saying, if you can fit through a 1 foot wide door, there's nothing good behind it. Just run the other way.
Yeah.
Nothing good happens behind a 1 foot door.
Oh, they definitely changed that door since then.
Yeah, it's much wider now because of the liberals
Wheelchair people.
and wheelchair people.
Yeah.
They got 4 legs.
Yeah.
You gotta make everything big enough for the wheelchair people.
I mean, have you seen these new Rascal scooters? They're tremendous.
And they're very wide.
They're very wide.
Yeah,
And
they dominate the road.
and mischievous. Those
almost-
rascals.
Yeah.
What would you tell your children coming home from this movie?
Coming on, in the 30s, I'd get home. I think I already said it. Basically, like, hey, I'm tired. I just jerked off for an hour straight with a bunch of strange men. Mm-hmm. Your mom's already done all the dishes. My food's getting cold.
Hey, clean my smock.
Yeah. Hit the books. Hey, Junior, hit the books. But also, I think the most important thing is, like, I think what this movie taught me is, like, don't let your kids be dorks.
Yeah.
Because the dorkiest kid is the one that gets framed for the crime.
Yeah.
Because they're too much of a pussy
Yeah.
to stand up for themselves.
Yeah.
So, like, you got to train Junior to be like a football star, because then, like, if you can beat up the person who is trying to, like, put the crime on you, then it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, using that same logic, wouldn't you also just want to get your kid smoking pot early on so that if somebody ever tried to frame him,
Yeah.
he would be like, wow, you put a
build
gun
up
in
a
my
high
hand.
The tolerance, yeah.
Yeah.
I say my first rodeo.
Yeah.
It's like
You
if
shot her.
If you live in Australia, you get all the snake venom tolerance. So you're like, nice try, snake.
Think about it.
Hey, Junior, your mom's doing fucking speed 3 times a day. What are you so scared about marijuana?
She's doing speed because I told her to, because I called her fat.
Yeah. She can't fit through the goddamn door, and I'm sick of it.
Look, but honestly, I've been making the door smaller. I'm just fucking with her.
I've been
It's a
at it
social
inch here.
experiment.
That's what all those planks of wood are from.
I don't know. It's the same size door, but you keep getting bigger. Why don't you try those speed pills?
She's going fucking crazy trying to figure it out. She
You want
doesn't
to rely on
realize
trial? Oh, I am?
it's like boiling a frog.
Yeah. The past was terrible.
It was.
That is really what I think we've learned from
that's
watching
the moral of this.
all
Yeah.
of these. Like,
But this could be made today, in earnest. It could be made.
by the God's Not Dead
God's
people.
Not Dead.
Kevin
Yeah.
Sorbo.
it's the same level of like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
We're like, don't tell me, tell me this.
Yeah.
Only God's Not Dead, I don't think was like government funded.
I'm sure that 70% of you are very high right now. And you know what? It's fine. You're not going to kill anyone unless you're a bad person, which is another thing I learned. Because it wasn't
I think he was a bad guy already.
It wasn't the weed, because people in this movie were smoking weed and they were having their sex, and it was fine. And then the one guy who's actually an asshole smokes
literally
weed.
the one bad person.
Yeah.
Out of the whole bunch.
It's like not everyone that drinks beer is going to kill someone, but there is an asshole out there who's going to drink beer and beat his fucking wife.
No.
And that doesn't mean that everyone that drinks or smokes weed is going to do something terrible. It just means that some people are bad people.
No, they were accidentally realistic about it.
I'll say one thing. One thing I really appreciated about this, in a time that was the 30s and 40s, a golden era of movie making. This film, we talked over a bit of it. I didn't notice any blatant racism.
No. I was expecting, like I said, like the whole reason it's called marijuana and not cannabis is like they literally chose that to make it sound foreign, and which was kind of a racist thing to do. So I was expecting some of that, but no.
There was no racism.
It's pretty easy to not be racist though when you just make everyone fucking white as hell.
Yeah, everyone
like
was
generically white.
Yeah, the racism was in the casting.
Yeah, everyone was a detective. Also, like, I was very confused about how we never saw the high school kids, but it was the bumbling idiot was the high school kid.
I'm still not sure if he was.
I'm not entirely sure who was high school and who was 40.
Because you even look back at the 70s, and you look at like an 18-year-old in the 70s, you're like, oh, that is a grown man. That's my father.
Right.
Yeah. That guy's ready to fight in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they didn't want to subject children to the dark subject matter of shit that makes you giggle at video games.
I do like when she started laughing at the guy beating the shit out of the guy, because I do the same thing.
Yeah.
This is fucking hilarious. He's beating him with a fucking fire stick, or like a fireplace poker.
The fucking dumbass just walked into the house.
That was the best part.
I'm here to see you.
I did love, my favorite part, though, is when they were like eavesdropping, and then just closed the curtain.
Yeah.
That was see-through. Like,
very, very high thing to do.
And now let's have a full conversation within earshot about how they were just committing a crime, or like admitting they committed a crime.
I would love to see somebody open it up and just go, what?
What are you guys doing here? Yeah. Well, thank you for surviving through the golden age. The golden age of filmmaking with us.
The golden age of anti-marijuana filmmaking.
Where can people find you, Eric?
Internet comment etiquette.
And where you have a Twitter account that you're going to ruin your life with one day?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah. You'll find it.
I don't have any jokes for that.
Comment.
At comment.
I was trying to think of a way to say it so that it would be like easy to spell, but just go commenticate.
Anytime in the past like 3 weeks when we were setting this up where I had to spell etiquette, Google just auto-corrected everything. It was fine.
To commenticate?
Yeah, it was just commenticate.
Yeah, that's because I have a special deal with Steve Jobs.
It's the 51st state.
His clone.
It's literally in the middle of the country, and it's called Commenticate.
Yeah,
and it's where everyone's going to move
Yeah.
when they get rid of the internet.
I'm getting a nice little cult started.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you if we ever do the show again.
I'll be there.
Bye-bye.
Watching
Bye-bye.
through a window.